What's good? What's good, y'all, man? It's your boy, the Sports Man. Welcome to Raider Gang TV, man. You already know what it is, man. The first thing I want to say, hey, this is sponsored by Drippy Whips, man. Drippy Whips, get it in your head, put it in your mind. You looking for a car? You looking for a Rolls Royce? You looking for a Ferrari? You looking for a Porsche? Or you the modest type? You want to get you a Honda, a fucking Chrysler, or some trash like that? I got you, man. 2019, 2023, whatever fucking you looking for. Tap in. I'm the CEO, your boy, the Sports Man. Tap in. Drippy Whips, INC. Anyway, check it out, man. We finna get into this Chiefs Raiders game and what we really expecting. But you already know how I do it, y'all, Raider Nation. It's not really what we expecting. To know what to expect, you got to know really what happened the last time you played, right? Being that it's an AFC divisional, it's a divisional opponent. We play them twice a year. So when we look back at the last game, the Raiders came out looking pretty good. Aiden O'Connell came out solid, and actually, in all actuality, it was statistically his best game before the destruction of the San Diego Los Angeles Clipper Chargers. Before that, that was his best game. You know, the Chargers showed up with the scout team and he looked marvelous. But against the Chiefs, the first half we looked good. We looked pretty good. He looked pretty good in the pocket. He made some pretty good throws. Like I said, it was one of his best games. He had over 100 quarterback rating, and we're able to move the ball around. Now, what hurt the Raiders in that game, Raider Nation, is that we scored quick in the first quarter, 7, second quarter, 7, and it was 14-0. And then what we do after that, we gave up 14 points in the second quarter to the Chiefs. So that was 14-14 going into the half. Then we come out in the third quarter, the Chiefs get 7, we get 3. And then after that, it was downhill. We didn't score again. After that, the Chiefs got 10 and the Chiefs got 7. They ended up at 31. So ended up 31-17. So basically, what happened to the Raiders in that game is we got shut the fuck out in the second half, right? I mean, you want to say we didn't get shut out. We scored 3 points, whatever the fuck ever. But to me, you get shut out in the second half. You playing on the road. I mean, you're at home. That was a home game, right? Yeah, you're a big underdog against the Chiefs, and the Raiders had chances in that game. They had moments in that game. So really coming into this next game, you feel pretty confident because let me look here. Let me go ahead and look at the facts on that last game. So Aiden O'Connell, yeah, like I said, this is his best game before the Charger San Diego Clipper Charger game. So he had 240. What's that? 248 passing, a touchdown, 23 for 33. I mean, he had a pretty good game, Raider Nation. He had a real good fucking game. And Patrick Mahomes was Patrick Mahomes, but he wasn't unstoppable. He wasn't unstoppable. I'm looking at our defense, and our defense has been living up to the expectations that nobody thought they would have. I'm one of the few who said the Raiders' defense will be the strong point this season, and they've even exceeded my expectations. So when I'm looking at this defense, I expect them to show up. They've been showing up every game. They showed up against Tua Tagovailoa. They show up. That's what they're doing. But our only issue is sealing the deal in the second half. We have to be able to score in the second half to actually have a realistic chance of winning this game or any of these games coming up in this December stretch because these are all essentially playoff games, right, Raider Nation? So when we play the Chiefs, I mean, it's a do or die type of game. But like I said, knowing where we've been and knowing where we're going, we feel pretty good about it. We know that Spagnola is gonna fucking blitz. We know that. He blitzed a lot less than everybody thought he was going to, just because Antonio Pierce said he was gonna get blitzed, right? So they blitzed less that game. This game on Christmas, they bring in the blitz. Trust me. Zero blitz, zero blitz, zero blitz. Aiden's gonna have to make plays at the right moment and make the right decision and let that goddamn ball go and not take these sacks, man, especially on third down. These sacks be killing us on third down, or even on second down. On second down, it's second and 5, and then he takes a sack. Now it's third and 13. That's tough. That's fucking tough. So we got to avoid that. So the Raiders can definitely slow this team down. I know they put up 31 points, but like I said, they got nothing from the offense in the second half. So they just sat on the field the entire second half. So if we can fucking get the same production we get in the first half in the second half, like I've been saying, then we're gonna be all right. Even if we got 14 points in the first half, we put up 14 points in the second half, it's 31-28. Now you're within a play or two from, tying this game or making it a different kind of game. But if you can't put up anything in the second half, you can't truly expect to beat anybody. especially a high powered team, or even the mystique of the Chiefs. Right? They're not even high powered anymore. But they still got the mystique. So let me look right here. Like I said, though, yeah. So that was Aiden's best game. So his best game so far has been against the Chiefs and, of course, the Los Angeles San Diego Clipper Chargers. Now, to me, the key for the Raiders to win this game is going to be the same thing they did last time. No turnovers, right? I think that was no penalties, no turnovers, no penalties, but that's not realistic. If that happens again, that's amazing. But that's not necessarily what you have to win the fucking game, right? So if the Raiders can get no turnovers, all right, minimize the penalties, we're going to be able to score in the first half, but we're going to have to continue to score, man. We got to stay aggressive. We got whatever's working, we got to stick with it. Um, because we're going to need 23, 24 points. I think I believe this defense, watching this Chiefs offense this season, y'all, I believe this defense can hold this offense to 20 points. I think this Raiders defense can hold the Chiefs to 20 points. I think the Raiders can win this game 20 to 23. If we can score, we have to score 23 points. If we score 23 points, we can win the game. We can win the game scoring 23. Now, we're not going to be able to beat the Chiefs scoring 19 or 17 or 16. That's out the door because even though they're not who they used to be, they still can get some shit cracking and they can still make it happen when it's time to make it happen. So the Raiders got to find a way to put up 23 plus points. 23 plus points. You know what I mean? 20 points is not going to cut it. I think they got to get a few more than 23, but they got to hold the Kansas City under 20 or at 20 to actually have a chance of winning this game. And now we talk about fucking Antonio Pierce. Now, people are saying, of course, there's been a lot of fucking talk chatter about who's going to get interviewed. Interest in Shaw. I even heard interest in who's that? Marvin Lewis. I heard a lot of different stuff, like a lot of different conversations. Right. Meanwhile, Antonio Pierce has got his head down. He's trying to grind. He's trying to make it all happen, man. Trying to make it happen like Joe Jackson and get this job and keep his team fucking grinding. He trying, right? But you got all this noise behind you. Why? Because before the San Diego Los Angeles Clipper Charger game, you got blew the fuck out. Blew the fuck out. I mean, zero, zip, nada. Not against the fucking top notch team, but against the Minnesota Vikings with a backup, with two backups. That was a bad look on Antonio Pierce. And then they come back with the Charger game to kind of get, you know what I mean, get back into the good graces. But this is truly the test. If Antonio Pierce can win this game, it's like this. I look at this game like a college football playing. All of this shit is like college football playing. If Antonio Pierce beats the Chiefs, if he beats the Chiefs, he's in. He's in. Simple as that. If he beats the Chiefs, we have to bring Antonio Pierce back. Even if you beat the Chiefs and you lose to the Colts, and then you do some whatever that bullshit. Even if that shit happened, if you beat the Chiefs, you get the job. As simple as that, Raider Nation. Simple as that. Say it with me now. Beat the Chiefs, job complete. Then you got that shit. That's what you got to do. So we got to make it happen. And Aiden O'Connell too. Aiden O'Connell too. You know what I'm saying? Aiden O'Connell too. He has a good game, and we beat Kansas City, and it has a lot to do with the way he played. Like last game, he was pretty solid the first half. The second half, it was nothing. But if he can sustain a good game and be part of the reason we win, that only helps his fucking stake for the starting quarterback. Because right now he's pretty good. We think he's okay. He's pretty good. He's sometimey, but he's not good enough that you're gonna pass up on the QB in the first round. He's not that good. So which ain't a horrible thing. You get to stay here and develop anyway. Some people be acting fucking silly, but it's not that big of a fucking deal. If Aiden O'Connell's not the guy, he's not fucking getting released. Calm the fuck down. If anything, he'll get traded because other people might see potential, or he just sit back and he'll get groomed. Simple as that. And we gonna go with the rookie that we draft in the first round. That's how I go, Red Nation. That's just what it is. And then you say, okay, well, is it Antonio Pierce or is it the field when it comes to coaching? Who is it? To me, the way Antonio Pierce has his team playing, I mean, I don't think anyone can really deny, right? I don't. I mean, compared to what they look like week 5, week 6 with trash ass McPuss to the way they look now, it's two different teams, which I knew they were, but that's a whole nother fucking conversation. But it's a different team now. and you say, okay, is he the guy? My only question I have for Antonio Pierce is the decision making. I don't expect him to know to be an offensive guru. I don't expect him to be fucking Rex Ryan on the fucking defensive chess pieces. I'm not asking him to do that, and the Raiders aren't asking him to do that. What they're asking him to do is be a leader of men, right? So what we need to find out is if we bring Antonio Pierce back, does he just need a nice staff around him, like a top notch staff? I mean, because he's gonna need advice because he's a rookie himself, and on top of that, do the Raiders want to do that? Do the Raiders want to have a rookie coach with a rookie quarterback? Is that what you want to do? These are valid questions. Valid questions. These are questions that are going to be asked after the season, after all emotions are settled down and everyone kind of listed the smoke clear. All these are things that are going to be evaluated. You know what I mean? Because if he can bring in a top notch offensive coordinator, if he can bring in a top notch defensive coordinator, that would be the shit, right? But he's still gonna have to make the decisions on 4th and 1. Hey, what we do, coach? You know, he's gonna have to make them decisions whether to punt that ball or go for it. And that's where he's I ain't gonna say kind of that's where he's lacked at during this interim time. But I feel like if he has the right people around him, he can get some things done because he's a leader. He knows how to command respect. He knows how to demand respect, and not only that, the players respect what he's bringing. So Antonio Pierce has a great shot. Like I said, you beat the Chiefs, you're in, you're hired. There's nothing else to talk about. Simple as that. Now you lose to the Chiefs, it's all in the air. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Life ain't fair. This shit ain't fair, but that's just what it is, man. You know what I mean? We have an ugly game. We don't look good. Forget about it. His chances are done. It's a week to week game, y'all. It's week to week. A quarterback can be praised one week and shit on the next week. Why? Because it's week to week. This Sunday you was the shit. The next Sunday you was shitty. So that's just the way it is, man. So that's why the evaluation doesn't stop until this season is over. But I do hope that Antonio Pierce can somehow put together a game plan, have his team show up ready to play, and steal this win on Christmas so we can have a Merry Christmas instead of a fucking Halloween massacre. Shit, I want to have a good little time. I want to get faded, eat and sip my yak and smoke my tree and have a good time and not be mad because we got fucking blew out or because we lost because of some bad coaching decisions in the last minute. I can't do that. I endured that shit all last season. I endured that shit all this season. To be real with you, I've endured it all, and I don't want to endure it no more, Raider Nation. Not no more. And also want to say that I appreciate y'all who've been liking and subscribing. Still trying to hit that 500 mark, man. Y'all continue to hit that like, hit that follow button for me. I still got the Max Crosby jersey I'm giving away once we hit the 500 subscribers. Man, I appreciate everybody tuning in, checking me out. I respect all y'all. I appreciate all the love I get when I see y'all out in traffic. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all when I see y'all at fucking events, when I see y'all at the Raider game. Nothing but respect. And y'all see what it is, man. Y'all tap in, man. Y'all tap in. Sports man, hood commentary, Raider Gang TV. It's the podcast, man. Like, follow, subscribe. Tell all your partners to check me out. This is how we do it, man. It's Raider Gang. I don't bang around this place, man. West Side for motherfucking life. Y'all know what it is. Holla at your boy.